What's going on, everybody? This is Colton coming to you from the chalkboard. Just another video at work and everything like that. Work's been going good, but we're winding down the end of November, winding down the end of Men's Mental Health Month. We're coming close to Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow. And I just wanted to say, man, I hope you guys woke up this morning and you guys felt loved, and you felt loved by yourself. Loving yourself is the first step in loving anybody. What some people think. What I think is that what I know is that I can love somebody to death. I can love the shit out of them, man. But I can hate myself. And I think that has to do with pride. Pride is a cardinal sin. But if you're not proud of yourself, you don't feel like you're doing anything right. And, I think that a lot of people mix up, pride and feeling accomplished. There's nothing wrong with feeling accomplished and feeling like you're doing something good. That's pride. You're proud of it. You flaunt it. You own it. And you should. Pride's something I have a hard time with. I have a hard time feeling proud of myself, and that's where having someone that loves you unconditionally comes in. Because I can think I'm doing the worst, but no matter what, there's that person there to tell me I'm proud of you. Then again, when people say that to me, sometimes I just like, man, you're proud of me, but I'm not proud of myself. I don't see what I'm doing in life right this second to make someone proud of me, to make myself proud of me. I was in a bad place when I first met Heather. Very bad place. I was battling addiction with alcohol, with my drug of choice, which was cocaine. And I've beat that battle. I ain't beat it. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm fighting that battle every day. I wasn't proud of myself then. And it's hard for me to find pride now. Even though if I was to ask Heather, she'd say I'm doing 100 times better. Because I got out of my rut, even though I'm still in a rut, mentally, I was able to get a great job, get onto a racing team, become someone that people can rely on, become responsible, be able to save money and have a car and pay for car insurance, not ride around with no car insurance no more, not have to look over my shoulder for cops, making sure, how am I going to get pulled over? I'm dirty, There's a lot of things that I should feel proud about, which is everything I just listed. But I'm not. And I'm working on that. Pride to me is my biggest downfall. Not because I'm too proud, because I'm not proud of myself enough. I should be able to recognize when I'm doing good in life and appreciate it. Just like you guys should. And sometimes I do, Last night I won two pool games in my pool tournament. I was proud of that. I felt good about it. But for the past 2 days, I've been really hating myself because I don't feel like I can live a normal life, even though I am living a normal life. Because of the addictions and all that, sometimes I get into my own head and I go, man, why can't I be normal? Why can't I do things without making people worry I'm going to slip? Or why can't I feel comfortable in my own skin? Is it because I'm still used to the person I used to be? Maybe. Could be because I've went through so much change and heartache and loss in this past year that so much stuff has became different in my life. Right at the start of everything, I lost a lot of friends. Bad ones, which I don't care about. I'm happy that I'm away from that environment, from trying to fake my personality and fake my smile so people think I'm happy. But sorry, just got a little emotional. I lost my train of thought. But I've also lost a lot of good friends. And I've regained some good friends. Like Mitch, my cousin Dakota. Might have burnt some bridges in there, but I was able to recover from it. But I've also lost a lot of other things during this, which weren't supposed to be lost. When I went through everything, I went down south to my dad's because I needed to get away. Bless Heather's heart, she stayed with me through it all. I was down there. I started doing things to better myself with addiction and stuff and starting to get my head straight and clear. And I was really starting to feel good, And Easter morning came up. Me and my dad were going to go have Easter dinner either up at the Whitmers or we were going to cook something ourselves. It was just me and him, middle of nowhere. And I really haven't got to see my dad a lot until I failed to the point where I had no choice but to go ask my dad for help. Not money, not anything like that, for help mentally. So it was good that I got to spend the time with him. But the reason I got to spend the time with him is terrible, in my opinion. I had to fuck up so much just to go down there and spend some time with my dad. That's because my mind was so clouded and so prideful, Oh, I don't have a problem. Oh, I'm doing great. Oh, everything's all right. Let me just put a mask on a mask on a mask on a mask, And Easter morning, I woke up and was in a great mood. Heather was over at her family's for Easter up north and here in Indiana. And I really wanted my dad to show me this Liptonberg machine that he made. So he's got a piece of wet wood and he's got the prongs and he, doing it and it's making these cool spark lines through the wood. And It looks awesome. It really does. You see it online all the time. These Liptenberg machines, they're really cool machines, man. But I watched this Liptenberg machine kill my father. I was videoing him doing it on my phone, and I stopped the recording to go send it to Heather. Like, oh, look at what, look at this cool ass shit. And as I'm looking down, I hear my dad, and I look up, and the two electrical prongs caught his fingers and set current through his arms into his chest, and it actually came out of his chest right here. I unplugged it as quick as humanly possible. I dropped my phone, I unplugged it. And my dad said 3 words, which was, unplug it. And he looked at me, and he went into a seizure because his heart was failing. I freak out. What do I fucking do? So I lean him back, and I get my phone, and I'm calling 911, and I'm looking at my dad, and I watch the life leave his body. That hurt, man. The lady told me to start CPR. I needed to get my father down on the floor and start CPR. I couldn't get him off the recliner, so we leaned the recliner back as far as I could, and I started compression, CPR. I did CPR for 30 minutes. It's like 28 minutes. We'll round up to 30 minutes before finally the ambulance showed up. Volunteer fire department, a whole 9. They get them down, and they're doing compressions. I was lost. I just started battling these addictions and get my mind straight. I'm 2 months into it. It might not even have been 2 months. And they cut his shirt open, and they're fucking doing the defibrillator, and they won't tell me what's going on, and I know he's dead. So I watched when he had life and he was looking at me, and I don't know how to explain it, but you can see it when they die, when they go. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to watch. My dad was my hero. He was my best friend. And at that time, he was the only one who could even help me. And he left me. I specifically remember the phone call I made to Heather. She's at her family's Easter, around her whole family. And I call her frantically. My dad died. She goes, what? I just watched my dad die. I told her I just did CPR on my father for dang near 30 minutes. The ambulance is here now, and they got him on the ground. They won't tell me what's going on. They won't tell me if he's breathing. I think he's dead. And this is what unconditional love is. I've mainly only been with Heather a couple months. I fucked our whole relationship up to the point where I wasn't even living in the same state as her because I had to fix myself. She dropped it. She dropped everything. Left her family's Easter, and she drove to me to be with me. She dropped everything. She didn't say, okay, well, I'll be there tomorrow. She didn't say, she didn't even ask what she could do. She just got in the car and she left. She was the only person to do that. My mom came as quick as she could with work and stuff. But I spent that first day alone in that big house. It felt huge to me because it was just so empty without my father. I followed the ambulance to the hospital, got there, and they came in and they pronounced him dead. I didn't even know what to do. I was 24 years old, and I just lost my best friend and my hero. The person that no matter what I did was proud of me. And it hurt. It hurt so bad. I thought about drinking. I thought about doing drugs. But I was so hurt. I just went home and I just sat in the living room and I looked at the recliner where he died and I just sat there. Diane Whitmer, she invited me up to the house to get away. I went for 2 seconds and I just felt so out of place, so out of my skin. I left. My Aunt Judy and everybody invited me because this is Easter. Everyone's got their families over and everything, and I just lost my family. He was my everything, man. I mean, I go through days where, yeah, it's hard for me to feel proud of myself because the last thing I did to my father was come down there in such disarray. My life was ruined. I foreclosed my house. I had major addiction issues, and and that's the last time he was around me. I wasn't going down there with his first grandkid or with my wife. I wasn't going down there, just on vacation. I was going down there because I had no other fucking choice. My dad was there for me more than anyone else could be. There are days I wake up and I don't feel proud of myself because I lost my biggest supporter in the world. But sometimes it's hard for me to see, because of that, the support I have around me. I stayed clean through it all. But I'm so caught up in wishing I could make my dad proud right now that I'm not realizing who else I'm making proud. And I hate to say it, I don't even care if my mom's proud of me. I don't even care if my stepdad's proud of me. I don't care if any of my family's proud of me. because my dad's not there to tell me he's proud of me. And that's why I got Heather. She helps pull me out of these ruts, and she shows me that I'm doing good, you know, even though sometimes I still can't see it. And that has to do with a lot with the male ego. You know, I once heard someone say that a son should be the strongest person at his father's funeral. Show no weakness. And I did that. I invited everybody there. No one came. I didn't have a showing like I should have, in my opinion, even though Heather and everyone says I did the best I could. I just wanted people to come and celebrate my dad's life with me, and the only people that showed up was the family that disowned him. The Nelson family that just disowned him and hated him, but they showed up. That's it. No friends. No loved ones. No, you know, just me, my brother, Heather, Emily and Tiffany, or Emily and her mom, my dad's sister, were there. But other than that, the rest of the people were just people that just disowned him after his dad died. People that I'll never see again. Because, you know, it's funny how many people don't talk to you or anything or don't care when you're alive. But as soon as you die, it's funny to see what those people do. You know, watch them show up and be there for the death of you, but they wouldn't be there for the life of you. You know, Heather told me I should make these more personal, and I don't think I could have been more personal if I tried than what I just told you guys. You know, how hard it is for me to even talk and think about this stuff. I bury my dad's death inside of me because I'm scared to think about it. I bury it deep and I ignore it. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what to say now. I hope everyone's having an amazing November. And remember, it's Men's Mental Health Month. And if you're like me, you need to remember that. Male lives matter too. We have a crazy high number of male suicide rates, 4 times the amount of women. So yes, men, we need to talk to each other. We need to stop this. I'm a man. I can't talk to a man about my problems. I can't talk to a woman about my problems because I'm a man. You need to cut it out. You are a man. I'm a man. I hide my problems. I just told you I buried them. I feel like shit now. I just talked about all that. But at the same time, it feels better to get it off my chest than to hold it in. You know, I struggle with that a lot, especially even with Heather, the person that's there for me more than anyone else in my whole entire life. I don't deserve her. You know, what did I have to offer Heather when she decided to stay with me, when she decided to give me another chance, when she decided to be there for me through everything, through the worst, you know? I mean, what more could go wrong in our relationship now? I done fucked it all up, the worst it could be, and she stayed right there. And I just don't deserve her. At that time, I didn't deserve anybody. And I felt like God knew that, and he was punishing me. I'm down there. I thought I deserved to be with my dad and my dad to help me, and they took my dad away. Like, that was too good for me to go down there and have that. You know, I think through my mind every day, if I wasn't there, would he still be alive? Because he wouldn't have been fucking with that Liptonberg machine. I go to sleep and I watch him die because I can't stop thinking about it. And it's vivid. More vivid than I would ever want it to be. All of it, the shaking. His fingers melted. All along here, they melted from the electricity and the smell of the burnt flesh and his last words and the way he looked at me. And so I bury it. And I shouldn't. And that's why I'm telling you guys what happened. Because I'm telling you I bury things, and it's not healthy. But I'm telling you the thing that I bury. So if you're hiding feelings and emotions, guys, if you're burying something deep down and you just need to shout it at the wall, do it. Tell the whole fucking world if you want to. I hope you guys have a lovely Thanksgiving. If you guys are battling with anything, please contact Suicide Hotline. Please contact somebody for help. Please go talk to a tree. I don't care. Just do it. We need to lower the statistics of male suicide rates. We need to lower suicide rates altogether. I'm not saying fuck the women. I'm not saying stop, don't, let's only think of men. No. But right now, it's Men's Mental Health Month, and we are 4 times more likely to kill ourselves than a woman. Statistically shown. 40,000 to 10,000. 40,000 being men. Stop it, guys. Let us talk. Make a video. Send it to a friend. Text an AI bot. I don't give a shit, but let's do something about it, guys. Together. Let's do something about it. Other than that, on a happy note, me and Heather went over to her mom's Thanksgiving. We had a blast, got in the hot tub, ate some great food. Heather and everybody got a little tipsy. I got to be a DD, which I really love that role anyways because it's funny. And so that was fun. Thanksgiving tomorrow, I'm going to go to my mom's, and then I'm going to go to her dad's Thanksgiving or grandma's Thanksgiving on her dad's side of the family. So that's going to be fun and awesome, and we'll have an amazing Thanksgiving. Me and Heather also had our 1-year anniversary, which I know some people think it's funny when people celebrate dating anniversaries, but everything me and Heather been through, it's a big point for us, and we're doing a lot better in our relationship because I'm doing a lot better. She's never done anything wrong. I'm the one that fucked that all up. So we went out, we seen the new Hunger Games. It was really long, but it was a very good movie. I highly recommend anyone going to see it. And yeah, getting ready for Christmas, the holiday season, it's going to be a rough time. Suicide rates do rise through the Christmas season because some people are alone and not happy. And let's change that. Make sure just smiling at somebody might make their day, so don't be scared to smile and wave. All right, guys? Actually, that's really good. Just smiling might make someone's day, so don't be scared to smile and wave. and I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys have a good one. You guys got any comments or anything, or want to ask me any questions about what I went through, or have any things that you guys want to talk about, even if it's just to me and I don't even fucking know you, comment down below. Maybe we can private message or something. I don't know, but, comment, like the video, keep coming back, guys. This channel is definitely going to be turning into something of, something for men and women, but I'm a guy. It's hard for me to relate to women, but this channel is definitely going to go towards mental health because it needs it, man. Our world now needs it. Men are not prepared for the world that we live in, and nobody is. Men come out thinking everything's easy, go lucky, and then life hits, and bro, you got to be a dude, you got to be a man, you got to be responsible, you got to be the fucking security, you got to be the protector, you got to be everything. Don't let that overwhelm you. Talk to somebody. All right, guys. Peace, love, and grub. Hope you guys have a great one.